Alright, today's lesson is called Sorting the Laundry. Now, if you've ever done laundry before, you know you need to separate your colors and your whites. If you put a red dress in with men's underwear, the guys are going to be walking around with pink underwear, and that's not cool. So, the way this has to do with math is when we take an equation, we're going to have variables and regular numbers without variables. We want to move our variables to one side, and we want to move our numbers to the other side. So let's take example 1 and see how we do this. Alright, we have 3x plus 3 equals 11 plus x. Our first step, of course, is to make sure we can't simplify either side. We can't. So now we're going to move our variables and our numbers. We're going to move our variables to this side and our numbers to this side. Now how we do this is we have a plus 3 right here. So to move it across our equal sign, we want to do the opposite of what's being done. So if we're adding 3 to this side, we're going to subtract 3 and subtract 3. Now a plus 3 minus 3 gives us 0, so that cancels. 11 minus 3 is 8. Copy down the rest of your problem. Make sure your equal signs are lined up. We have 3x equals 8 plus x. Now we're going to move our x across our equal sign. So we have a plus x here, so let's subtract this x and subtract x to the other side. That cancels, and 3x minus x will give us 2x. Line up your equal sign, bring down your 8. 2x equals 8. To solve this problem, we're going to divide by 2. 2x divided by 2 and 8 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 cancels out, so we have only x left on this side, and 8 divided by 2 equals 4. That is our answer for problem number 1. Let's move on to problem number 2. First step is to simplify, and we can do that in this problem. We have 5 minus 3. So, x plus 2 equals 2x plus 3. We simplified this part of the problem. We can't simplify anymore, so now we're going to sort our laundry. Let's bring our variables this way, like we did in our last problem, and our numbers this way. Alright. To bring our number this way, we have a positive 2 right here, so let's subtract 2, because we do the opposite. So we have x plus 2 minus 2 cancels out. Line up our equal sign, equals 2x, and 3 minus 2 gives us plus 1. Now we want to bring our variable to this side. So we have a positive 2x here, so we're going to subtract 2x. We're going to subtract 2x. This cancels out, and x minus 2x gives us a negative 1x, or negative x. Remember your negative rules. Negative x equals 1 is all that's left on this side, and we can't leave that negative x right there, so it's really a negative 1x, and we're going to divide by that. Negative 1 divided by negative 1 cancels, gives us x, and 1 divided by negative 1 will give us a negative 1. And that is our final answer for number 2. Alright, let's look at problem number 3. Alright, let's move our variables this way and our numbers this way. So first let's move our number. We're adding 4 to this side, so let's subtract 4, subtract 4. Plus 4 minus 4 cancels out. We have 5x left on this side. We line up our equal sign, equals 4x, and 1 minus 4 will give us a negative 3. Now we want to move our variable across the equal sign. We have a positive 4x, so we're going to subtract 4x. Subtract 4x. 4x minus 4x cancels out, and 5x minus 4x will give us just x. Bring down our equal sign and bring down negative 3. And guess what? We're finished with that problem. Now let's move on to number 4. Okay, number 4, we first need to simplify by distributing our 3 inside our parentheses. So let's do that. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times 3 is 9. Bring down your equal sign and the rest of your problem. Alright, now we can start our laundry. We're going to bring our variable to this side and our numbers to this side. So let's start with our numbers. We have a -3 right here, so we're going to add 3 to cancel that out and add 3 to the other side. We have 6x equals 6x plus 12. Alright, let's move our variables now. We're going to subtract 6x from this side, subtract 6x from this side. Now wait a second, 6x minus 6x will give us 0 equals 12. When this happens, when you get your variables cancel out and you get 0 equals a number, this is called no solution. That means that there is no answer to this problem. Alright, let's look at example number 5. Now, remember, first step is to simplify, and we can simplify both sides of this problem. Let's distribute our 4 first. 4 times 2x is 8x. 4 times 3 is 12. Bring down your plus in the middle. Bring down your equal sign, and let's distribute this side. 2 times 4 is 8x. And 2 times 6 is plus 12. Okay, let's move our numbers this way and our variables this way. 12 plus 12, to do the opposite, we're going to subtract 12. Subtract 12. This cancels out and we get 8x left on this side. Line up your equal signs. Miss Anna's a freak about your equal signs. Don't forget about that. 8x plus 12 minus 12 is just 0. So guess what we're left with? 8x equals 8x. Now if we try and bring our variable to the other side, we're going to get 0 equals 0 when we subtract 8x from both sides. What this means is it's another special case just like our last problem. It's going to mean, the answer is going to be all real numbers. That means that any number you plug in to these variables will make both sides equal. This is a special case, like we said. Let's move on to number 6. Simplify first. So let's distribute our 3 on this side. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is plus 6. Line up equal sign. Let's distribute our 5 on this side. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 1 is plus 5. That's in. And then we bring down our minus 1. Now we can still simplify something on this side. Our 5 minus 1. So let's do that. 3x plus 6 equals 5x plus 4 is 5 minus 1. Now we can start our laundry. So let's bring our numbers over here and our variables over here. We have a plus 6 right here, so we're going to subtract 6 to move it. That cancels out. Subtract 6 over here. 3x is left on this side equals 5x, and we have plus 4 minus 6. That's going to give us a -2. Now let's move our variables. Let's subtract 5x from this side, subtract 5x from this side. This cancels out. 3x minus 5x will give us a -2x. Bring down your -2, which is all that's left on this side. Now my equal signs are getting a little off track here, so I'm going to try and do better in our next step. Let's divide to finish our problem. -2x needs to be divided by -2. We do that to both sides. Line up my equal sign. -2 divided by -2 cancels. X equals +1. And that is our final answer.